Hey everybody, Chris Steele here at Steel Frags, and tonight we are reviewing RASASI RASHA CPO, which stands for Concentrated Perfume Oil, also known in the Middle East as an Itar oil. I believe that's how they pronounce it, Itar or Atar. It's spelled like Atar, but I believe it's pronounced Itar. Anyway, this is a very lovely little fragrance, and it is an absolute beast monster oil. Whew, strong. So, I'm going to start off by giving you the notes. These notes can be a little misleading, and I will tell you why in a moment. In the top, you have tropical fruits, currant buds, black currant leaf, and in the middle, you have cardamom and jasmine sambac. In the base, you have ambergris, sandalwood, and milk. I don't know where the hell they got milk from, but that's for them to figure out. I'm just here to review fragrances. Anyway, open this up. So with these oils, they usually have a screw on, screw off top. So you unscrew them. There is a glass stem or applicator. You take the applicator out as such. You apply some to the wrist. That's all that's needed, especially with this one. So a little dab. You rub it in. Pressure points. And that's how you apply that fragrance. Man. Beast. And it smells so good. Okay, so first off, I want to say that half these notes you're not going to smell, and the other half smell like something completely different. So first off, I smell some fruit, but it's not heavy. It's not a heavy fruity fragrance. There are some fruits. I think if I could make out any fruits, it would definitely be black currant, which is a very, very sweet fruit. So it does have the black currant as the main fruit in there. Now, what else you get is a heavy dose of spices. So you are going to get cardamom, but cardamom is really not the main player. This is where you get into the phantom notes, the notes that are there but are not listed. I like to call them phantom notes. You can use that if you'd like. But the note that I smell that's not listed is cinnamon. And not just any cinnamon, a hot, spicy, very prevalent cinnamon. So when I say a hot cinnamon, if you've ever, I don't know if they still have these in the candy store, but if you've ever had a red hot candy, if you know what I'm talking about, they're called red hots. And they're these they look like jelly beans, little red jelly bean looking things, but when you eat them, they're cinnamon and they're super spicy to the point where they're almost like hot. Or another good example is if you ever chew Big Red bubble gum, it has that kind of vibe where it's a real spicy cinnamon. There's also sandalwood that gives it a little bit of a smoothness, but for the most part, this one can be very aggressive with that fruit, that cinnamon, and then the ambergris in this is crazy. That ambergris really gives it almost an animalic feel because it adds some depth with the musk. It's not a stinky animalic, but it can definitely be overpowering if you apply too much. I've done that before. In fact, I got a little story for you guys. You ready for it? Of course you are. So one day I had the brilliant idea, because I do layer my fragrances, my perfume sprays with my oils. One day I had the brilliant idea of layering Frank Olivier Oud Touch with this. And it was the worst mistake in my life. Right next to some possible felonies that I will not speak of on this platform. But anyway, worst mistake of my life. Shouldn't have did it. I did it. I regretted it. The people around me regretted it, and I'll never do it again. So I learned my lesson. This is very strong. Go very easy on it. A little bit goes a very long way. As far as the milk note, I don't know what they're talking about. So we'll just put it at that. Sometime Fragrantica, you have to realize these are not the notes that the perfumers have posted. Those notes that I just read off to you were the ones that were on Fragrantica. And I mean, that's the easiest place I could find the majority of the notes. So some of them are right. Some of them are questionable. Anyway, that's not what you guys came here for. What you guys came here for was to see what the performance is like. Because that's what it's about. In bedroom, at work, you know, it's all about performance. So, as far as performance, this is true to its nature. It is an absolute beast, a beast. And when I mean a beast, it's going to last you 10 hours easily till you wash it off. Now, the only thing about oils, the thing you must know is that oils, they do not, well, this one kind of does because it's beastly. This one will give you a foot of projection. But for the most part, oils do not project out very far. They sit very close to the skin. Oils are meant to be smelled by you and people very close to you. So with that being said, it's not a whole lot of projection. There is sillage though, and that's where it makes up. So think of it this way, right? You walk into a room and the people across the room can't smell you. The people 10 feet out in front of you can't smell you, but the people 3 feet out can smell you when you walk past. They don't smell you when you're just, standing 3 feet away from them. But if you start to move, the people 3 feet, 2 feet away from you can definitely catch, they catch it in the air and they go, ooh, what's that? Who's that guy? Where's he going? What's his license plate number? Does he lock his doors at night? It has that effect. It is very, very nice. Smells so good. So performance is great. Occasions, I would say things like this is way too beastly to be putting in the office. You will make people mad. You will get fired. Do not wear that in the office. Winter Christmas parties. Maybe a New Year's party, possibly a cool thing if it's cold enough. Thanksgiving get together. Just don't put too much on. Otherwise, people will not be able to hold down their sweet potato pie. So yeah, all of those. So it's a very almost festive smell because of the currant and the cinnamon with that ambergris. It gives it almost like it makes me think of Christmas almost when I smell it because it has that real, that cinnamon and that sweetness. It reminds me of like Christmas desserts and, being all cozy in a nice warm room while it's snowing outside. It just reminds me of that. So, it does also have very much a Middle Eastern flair, so I will let that be said. Don't get this twisted. I'm not saying that this is a safe reach if you're not into Middle Eastern fragrances. This is very much a Middle Eastern type of thing, but if you're on my channel, most likely 9 times out of 10, you know this, you dig Middle Eastern fragrances and you disregard what anybody says about it. And that's cool because I do too. Now, as far as seasons, I would say leave it to fall, winter, spring if you live in the north, and stay. I'm warning you. Keep it out of summer. Stay away from summer. Do not even pull this bottle out of where it lives for the summer. Like just keep it in the closet. You might want to even like put it in a box, this in a safety deposit box in the summer, because it will destroy you. It will not be a good thing. Your nose will be on an episode of Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit. Your nose will be out of commission. Your nose will be demolished. You try to wear that in the summer. Anyway, help me help you make the world a better smelling place. The way we do that is by liking, subbing, and commenting in the videos. It keeps everybody happy here on the channel. And by I mean everybody, I mean the 199 subscribers that I have right now. So I have 199 subscribers. If you're watching this, you could potentially be the 200th subscriber, and that will be a milestone for me. And I will hold you in high regard, but only if you subscribe. Nah, anyway, hit the subscribe, like, do what you do, man. I appreciate all my subscribers, new, old, in between, people who just watch and don't subscribe. I love you too. Because I know one day you're going to get the guts and you're going to be like, okay, I've been waiting so long for this. I'm going to do it. And you're going to press that red subscribe button. And it's going to bring a tear to your eye. Nah, but let me get out of here. I'm goofy tonight. As you guys know, stay blessed. See you in the next one. Peace.